Hello, zombies, and welcome to my nightmare. Let me clarify right away. I am very fortunate that I did not have to buy probably half of this makeup. I am very fortunate that I was able to buy the other half. However, I kind of feel like I am a minimalist at heart. And I think one day I will be fully minimalist. I think that I'm going to have the bare minimum of what I really need and just things that I really like, because a large amount of items in my possession really stress me out. There's something about having a bunch of things that I can't keep track of, that I don't even know if I own or not, that I can't find instantly no matter how organized I am because there's just so much of it. Realizing I haven't used something in a year, that really bothers me. And I feel like my environment is very much a reflection of my mind. I work way better when my house is neat and tidy and I have less to my name. And I feel more stressed when I can tell that I've been accumulating things and not really getting rid of things. You get the idea. I'm stressed. So as grateful as I am for how much makeup I clearly have, today is the day we declutter Marie Kondo style, which is also called the Konmari Method, who by the way is the cutest human on earth. I'm gonna follow that for the most part. To be completely honest, I'm not totally through the book yet, but I have been reading it, and by reading it, I mean listening to the audiobook, because let's be honest, I don't read. But I have been familiar with how she does things for a long time. There's obviously more details in the book, which is why I want to be honest that I haven't read the whole thing yet. In case I missed something, and I have some purists in my comments defending Marie. If you don't know who she is, she wrote The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And I truly believe that tidying up and limiting what you have so that the only things you have spark joy is probably life-changing. All that to say, I asked you guys on my Instagram at Mikey, M-Y-K-I-E, if you wanted to see me declutter all of my makeup, and you said yes, overwhelmingly. Therefore, you get to come along for the ride. There's more behind me. This is 99% of all the makeup I own, because there's a few prosthetics in my new apartment already, but I know that I'm gonna keep them. I would genuinely like to get this down to 30% of what we're looking at by the end of this video. I think I can do even better, maybe. It's just tough. We'll get into it. This is my FX stuff. This is pretty much all my glam stuff. It's already organized-ish, so I'm just gonna go through this and get it, and I'll talk as I go. And break. Where to begin? I think the FX stuff is gonna be harder for me to get through because I use more of it, honestly. Not only do I use more of the FX stuff, but it's been easier to get PR for glam stuff. So when I have FX stuff, it's usually that I bought almost all of it. And it is harder for me to part with things that I spent money on, especially because a lot of this stuff was me building a kit when I was really struggling with money to build a kit. So let's start with the glam. I think I can cut this down real fast. However, I don't wanna start here. This is my brush collection. All of this, those are all brushes. I hoard brushes. Actually, should I just dump them out? Do you want to see how bad it is? Let's do it. Let's start the right way. This is my last day in my former apartment. Felt like I would need all the space. I'm moving out. That's what's inciting this whole video. Should have mentioned that first, huh? So right before I started filming, I found this box and it was fully sealed and taped up. I had no clue what was in it, but it feels solid. Like this is a mass and it's heavy. I open it straight up. This is so embarrassing. I'm disgusted with myself, don't worry. This is an entire box full of dirty brushes that I apparently just didn't feel like cleaning so bad that I taped them away in a box forever, never to see the light of day again until this moment. By the way, this is all the glam makeup I use on a daily basis. I literally don't even touch this stuff when I do my makeup every day. I keep the essentials right here. I switch some things out when I run out of something or I want to try a new product. But this is all I use. So this I only keep for professional purposes, but I don't do freelance work anymore. And I honestly don't do a lot of glam in my videos, so I don't wear a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is also expired at this point, and some of these brands I don't want to use anymore either. So it's time to go. I haven't touched these brushes in so long that they have a layer of dust and dog hair on top of them. I use the same like 20 brushes over and over and over, but I keep thinking I'm gonna ruin those 20 brushes somehow and I'm gonna need more. And or I don't like cleaning my brushes so much so that I don't have to clean them if there's always a new brush to use. Luckily, Katie said she needs more brushes, and I'm just gonna give her every single brush I don't keep. I'm gonna give Katie most of my makeup after this video is done. She told me not to throw out a single thing. She wants to go through everything and pick what she wants, and that's fine with me. Especially because I can't actually give away most of this stuff since I've used it, at least a little bit, so it's not sanitary to give away to someone else. She is a makeup artist herself. She knows how to sanitize them to be able to use them for herself, but it would be irresponsible and gross for me to just give it to anyone who might not know proper sanitation techniques, and that's on her. If she gets an eye infection. She asked for it. And if there's anything new or unused, I will give it to a women's shelter. And that's pretty much it. Look at this. So Marie says that in order to do this, you need to just dump everything of that category on the floor, which I'm gonna be really honest with you, I hate more than anything in this entire world. Even spiders, I hate less than the idea of just dumping a bunch of crap that already overwhelms me when it is neatly organized and put away and hidden, than to just this hurts me so much. This looks like the inside of my mind right now. But she says this is the way to do it so that you can see exactly how much you have. She also says to hold an item that you know sparks joy, feel the feeling of joy being sparked, and then you will be ready to go out into the world and do it everywhere else. What sparks joy for me? Oh, I know what sparks joy for me. Duh. This is technically fresh scab, but I like any kind of thick blood. Okay, scab blood, got it. Joy. It is sparking everywhere. I'm basically just looking for any Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush set because I really liked that brush set. I'm keeping all of the James Morphe brush set because it's kind of the easiest way to know that I'm getting a full set and that they're a quality that I like. The other thing that I have to consider though with brushes is I need to keep some brushes that I can just destroy for FX stuff. And that's also part of the reason why I think I hoard them. But it doesn't make it right. See, like I hold this and I'm like, this is cool because it's like a giant foundation brush. I might need that someday. And then my brain goes, bitch, you only use beauty blenders, so there's no point. You're never gonna use it. It's true. Although, I'm already doing a bad thing. This big foundation brush could be really good for FX or painting a big color all over, which I don't use a beauty blender for. Keeping it. The best brushes for FX, by the way, are cheap paint brushes at like a craft store. So don't ruin really expensive ones if you can help it. Oh, there's a thumbtack in here just waiting to kill us. Oh!
Man, you throw it at me.
I have bad aim, sorry. Oh, so do you! Sucker. Oh, wow. It took him 3 tries to get that in the trash can. Let it be known, shit talker. We are through the brushes and they don't even fit in this box. I'm gonna be honest, I rarely use this, but I used it a lot when I freelanced. It's like a little palette. It's not supposed to work like that. You can just, it's magnetic. Well, I guess for collabs, I should save this because it would make life easier. But that was also when I was using cream paints a lot, which I don't really use anymore. I'll keep it. Is it sparking joy? Actually, yes. It sparks a lot of joy, so it must stay. All my eyebrow stuff. We have pomades, pencils, brow gels, etc. I use these things every single day, and one of these every single day, and a pencil occasionally. Everything else I can get rid of because I'm just not gonna use it. I'm gonna have a harder time getting rid of things like this because I'm always gonna need eyebrow products. I will run out eventually. And eyebrow products are expensive, and Loud knows I go through them quickly, seeing as I don't have any. So I'll probably keep a lot of these. Now, one thing Marie Kondo says is you don't organize as you declutter. You do all your decluttering and then you organize when everything is completely done at the end. However, I literally have to be out of this apartment by tonight, and it would be faster if I organize as I go. So I'm cheating a little bit, and I'm doing that. If this seems excessive, remember too that this is my job, and it has been for a decade now. So I've accumulated stuff over the years. If I was a normal person that didn't do makeup for a living, I probably wouldn't have a lot more than this. I want to start narrowing down some things based on brands and if they're cruelty-free. So for a long time, I never did an extreme gutting and declutter, but when I did declutter, I liked to keep full collections of things that were sent to me in PR because I thought that they looked so pretty and it was nice to be able to say I had a complete set. I like uniformity, I like everything looking the same. So I would keep stuff like this. These are all of the Kbd Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks. These are the stud lipsticks, and I think it looks so pretty. However, I literally never use these. I might have used one of these in the last year, if that. If I was keeping makeup purely for the display of them, I would totally keep all these, but I don't even display them. I hide them away in shelves. So this is all for Miss Katie. I'm not even gonna go through them. If I go through them one by one, I'm gonna start justifying keeping a lot of them, but they're not Sprack and Joy, and I'm not gonna use them. These are all my Shape Tape concealers, and I am keeping every single one of them because I use these every single day, and I go through them very fast. They sprack. I keep saying sprack because it's an inside joke that Spencer and I have, and now I never say spark. So if you hear me say sprack, that's why. Now you're part of the inside joke even though you don't know where it came from. One brand that I am definitely gonna cut way back on is MAC. I worked for MAC for 3 years. They were my first makeup job ever, so I've had a really hard time letting go of them in the past. I've also held on to my MAC collections even though I rarely use them for the most part because no matter how many hours I worked, I still got 0% of a discount, and the permanent employees got, I think, 60% discount. So when MAC started to send me PR, I really held on to every single thing they sent me because it felt like it was some kind of trade-off for spending most of my MAC paychecks at MAC. But they're not cruelty-free, so I want to limit how much of their things I keep. In summary, they do not spark joy to hold on to. I also don't wear a whole lot of lip gloss, so I'm going to be giving away most of that. Luckily, I know Katie experiments with every single kind of makeup and color, so she will absolutely love getting these entire collections that I haven't made a lot of use of, and that makes me feel good, and that sparks the most joy. See, like this, I kept this in its PR packaging because I just thought it was really cool to have the whole collection. Look at how nice that looks. Have I used a single one of these since these came out? No. The box is really cool though. I wish I could keep it just to display more lipsticks, but I can't because they only fit MAC lipsticks, and I just don't think I'm keeping that many. Same with this. I haven't opened this in a year, so these all just go to waste. I can keep this box though. This box is nice. Proceeds to fight with it for the next 10 minutes. Oh, frick, man. The ones I figured I would have the hardest time parting with are these. For the most part, these are all of my Kbd lipsticks. I am calling it Kbd because I don't know if y'all heard the news, I'm sure you have, but Kat Von D has left Kat Von D's cosmetic line, and it's been rebranded to Kbd Vegan Cosmetics or something like that. But of all the liquid lipstick formulas, I have liked theirs the best, so I will probably keep most of these. All my lipsticks exist right here. I'm actually really impressed with myself. Are you impressed with me?
Yeah.
It feels so good.
Yeah, unfortunately we still have to bring a lot of it to the new apartment.
True, because Katie insisted I not get rid of a single thing yet. I love Katie. Calling all lip liners to the stage. But see, sometimes it goes fast. Sometimes I just know what I want. To be honest, the only lip liners I'm gonna keep are ones that are neutral tone because the only lip liners I use are neutral tone lip liners, maybe slightly darker than natural. If I wear a color, I use a liquid lipstick so that I don't have to line them. My name is getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Wow, truly. These are all of my black eyeliners. I'll probably keep a lot of these because you can never have too many. You're gonna use them eventually. And then all my white eyeliner because you can also never have too much of that. All right, these are all the pencils I'm keeping. Color eyeliner, white liner, black liner, lip liner. Mascara. I don't really care about my mascara as long as it coats them black because I always wear fake lashes anyway, but I run out of mascara eventually, so I'm just gonna keep all of these. Is my face full of crap? Oh my God, I can feel the crap on my face. Oh, what did I do? What have I done? Oh my God, I feel like a cobweb on my face. Frick. Oh, ew. I think I'm only gonna keep this set of blush because I just don't wear blush that often, as you know. I know it may not seem like it, Peter, but I'm making great progress.
Didn't you tell Anthony you were going to do this in like a half hour?
Yeah, what time is it?
10:30.
He said he'd be surprised if I was done before midnight, and I still think I'm gonna do. I'm on to the most stressful part of all of this, my glitter collection. It consists of all of this. This is the green glitter. I feel like I can't give it up. There's something special about it at this frickin' point. I'm gonna keep it. Famous last words. I can't believe I'm keeping some of these because I like some of these, genuinely. They're sparkling, believe it or not. Glitter done. Speaking of stress, I think the moment I started to get stressed with all of this makeup was when I was getting so many PR packages that my apartment was in a constant state of cardboard boxes and plastic and packaging and makeup that I didn't have space for and didn't know what to do with and kept just pushing off to other people. And it got so stressful, seems like such a funny word to use because I know that I'm very fortunate, but it stressed me out so bad that when I moved this last year, I didn't even give most companies my new address so that I wouldn't get any more PR packages. I only gave out my address for friends' collaborations to be able to support them and companies that were really insistent on getting it from me. But for the most part, I didn't get any new PR packages this year, which has been really awesome, actually, to not have a constant flow of boxes and things to get rid of and do. And yet, I still haven't touched most of this makeup. The amount of PR companies send out, you could never use it all in a lifetime. And it just seems like a waste because that makeup could go to someone else who's building a kit. I know that I'm not the first person on social media to talk about this, but it really is like insane how big some of the packages get for the actual product. Yeah, it's felt better not to have those things. It's funny, the most I've kept so far of any one thing, I think is glitter. All right, I need your help. Hi, Peta. Let's say hi to Peta.
Hello, zombies.
All right, I need to be real selective with these palettes because I like them all, truly. Like, I feel like palettes are one of my things that are just gonna be really hard to get rid of. But the whole point of palettes is that it saves lots of room. So I only wanna keep ones that I think I'm really gonna use and formulas that I really like. I really like Jeffree Star's eyeshadow formula. I really like Morphe's. So those are predominantly the ones I'm probably gonna keep. But which ones are the question? Plus, I think the packaging for Jeffree's are so cute. So it makes it fun to use them. Like, they spark joy just because of the packaging, you know? No, Peter?
I do know.
Peter, get excited about makeup.
Hey guys, I'm starting a channel where I'm just not excited about makeup the whole time.
Peter. I'm keeping way more palettes than I thought I was gonna keep, but this is all of them. Nikita, you're smart. I know why you did this. It makes it impossible to stack other palettes on top of yours, which means your face is always gonna be at the top of someone's drawer. Genius. Honestly, I don't even use these that often, but they're so freaking convenient that they just Where was I? They're so convenient that they just magnetize to metal when you throw them at metal. Not at the air though, apparently. So I'm keeping all of them. Eyelashes, foundation, concealer, then we're done the glam. Do you have Anthony's number? Can you text him and tell him he was right? Tell him we're almost done the glam. Honestly, we should get a new box for Katie's stuff because I don't know how we're ever gonna pick this up without it breaking. Do you have another box? Eyelashes. I'm not even at the core yet. Oh my god. Honestly, I used to go ham in lashes and I really switched up what kinds I wore, but I wear the same kind over and over and over again now. These will be better used by Katie.
If you Google me now, it says Peter Macaluso Mikey. It's the first thing.
Oh really?
Then,
Sorry.
Then Peter Macaluso height. Peter Macaluso girlfriend. That's a good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, Peter's single.
You, Katie.
You're like humble bragging over here. I'm just looking for a girlfriend because when you Google my name, people want to know, and I just want to set the Google rumors straight that I am very much single.
It's not good for the guy.
Peter's single.
Look.
His phone number is 204. What is it?
You
You know my number.
Is that not it?
No.
Do you know my number?
Your number is,
Peter just wants to remind you that he's single. Sure, Peter. One thing you should know about Peter, though, is that he's very transparent.
That's the only sentence in the video.
Another example of me just liking the PR package and wanting to keep the entire thing. Conspiracy theory. We might as well, I don't really care anymore. I noticed that after the scandal of Tarte's Shape Tape Foundation being a very disappointing shade range the first go around, every makeup brand started sending a full shade range of concealers and foundations. Almost as if to say, guys, look, we're not Tarte. Look at all these foundations and concealers we have. The irony is that it's actually never a bad thing to promote better shade ranges. But it was super wasteful. I have, like, literally, look at this. This is a whole bucket full of foundations and concealers not in my shade at all. Not even close. Because they wanted to send out entire shade ranges. So I started getting good at mixing foundations so that I didn't waste these things. This would be great if I was still doing freelance work, working on all different skin types and undertones, but I'm not doing that. And probably most of the people that got these PR packages are not doing that. So it just ended up being pretty wasteful, yet again. But let's see if I can make the most of what I have here. I honestly might keep a lot of these just because I do mix my foundations and concealers now. And foundations and concealers are so freaking expensive. So since I'm gonna need them eventually anyway, I might as well keep them. This is a very nice organizational tool, I will say. Dumpster dive. Foundation. Peter, guess what?
What?
I'm done the glam. High five.
It's midnight.
No, Anthony was so right. Watch, the FX goes like this. So far we have 2 fully stocked boxes for Katie and/or whoever can use it. I'm working on a 3rd. Katie said she wanted me to give her the FX stuff too because she wants to redeem herself for the pinhead look that she attempted when I turned into instead the Fly.
What am I making again?
Who's Jeff Goldblum? So she will get all of my FX stuff too. She really wants it. Part 2, FX. Let's do it, baby. Where to begin? I'm just gonna assume that I'm not gonna use these again because I got demonetized the last time I tried to. Oh, I should get all my bloods together. I have so much blood. This is like a gallon of zesty mint. Aww. You probably can't tell what that is, but it is the mold I made for this moment. Sorry, I probably should have warned you. I don't want to throw this out because it's special. At the same time, I'm never gonna use it again. Guess I'll throw it out. Gonna need a bigger trash can soon, I think. Shut up, Peter. I feel bad. I have all these amazing cream colors from like Makeup Forever that they sent me that I'm so excited to get, but I never, ever use them. So I think I'm just gonna keep these splash palettes. I have 2 of the same, but if I ever need any cream color ever, I can get it from this. The only things I like to use are water activated paints, which all these are, so that's awesome. I like to use alcohol activated paints, PAX paints, airbrush paints, which are either water or alcohol activated. And that's it. I don't really need anything else. Spirit gum remover. The spirit gum is rock solid. What spirit gum can I possibly own? I don't even use it that much. And therein lies the problem. Scar wax. Blood. I have to throw out a lot more of the FX stuff because it dries up or it gets really gross after a while. Unfortunately, duct tape. Why is duct tape in my kit? We got Rosé cream. Is it even functional? Yes, it is. Just stuck my hand in glue. Good. Didn't think we'd be doing FX today. Wow, I have blood to last me a lifetime. Let's start looking at which ones are really gross. That one is super gross. Ooh, that's a never before used scab blood. Ooh, that was satisfying. sparking all the joy. We got oh Jesus Christ. These are all clown white cream color. Katie could use those. Oh my god, more blood. Green blood, red blood, more blood, lube. You know, all your FX needs. Lube is the same as glycerin, basically. For our purposes anyway, don't get any ideas. Blood, pus. Is this pus still good? Still good. I'm gonna put the pus with the blood because it's close enough. Blood paste. Oh my god. Red eye drops that are surely expired. Stage blood, which is very obnoxious looking. I like it. Ooh, a completely sealed yellow eye blood. Does it stay good if I've never opened it? Well, I guess eye blood counts as blood, right? Blood gel. Magic blood powder. I don't even know what that means. So Katie can have it. My aim is getting so bad. Nailed it. What are you? Zombie guts. I don't even know what that is. Katie can have it. Creature palette. Oh my god, I have to keep it now. Because I have a baby named Creature. Cute. All my paints, keep. Goodbye, cream paints. That felt great. Hell yeah. Everything's organized. I think I threw out everything I'm not gonna keep, except blood. I mean, is it excessive? A little, yeah. I'm thinking more than anything just how to organize this. All right, so we got paint, alcohol, activated paint, packs paint. Oh, that's what the duct tape's for. Please don't label my shit. These are all the paints. Cute. So let's do all the building mediums next. I'm gonna keep these things. I'm probably not gonna be sure to know how to organize these until I get them in the space. So for now, I'll just pack them up. Okay, this is the final result. There's no makeup behind me this time. This is everything. This is all the glam I'm keeping. This is all the gore I'm keeping. And honestly, a lot of the gore, like all of this, is just disposable stuff that I'm gonna go through quick because I use a lot of disposable stuff for FX. So really, we're looking at that. It still kind of looks like a lot, but I do feel like I got rid of at least 60%. And I know everything that's in there now. I feel good about everything that's here because they're all things that I actually use, want, like. What can I say other than I promise I'm gonna clean the brushes I decided to keep? That's the biggest thing, I think. I got rid of 90% of my brushes. This is empty. I'm not even sure why I'm keeping it. Marie Kondo would not be pleased.
You should do like a coming clean video where you clean your brushes and it's like answer questions.
That's funny. That's smart, Peter. Do you guys want to see that? That was clever. You want to be a beauty guru?
I told you, start a channel.
Peter's single and he's starting a YouTube channel. Just in case you guys didn't know. Yeah. What is the makeup product that sparks the most joy for you? Tell me in the comments below. If you're new here or lurking, please subscribe. You know, I'm gonna stop saying please. Subscribe and like this video if it sparked joy. Bye!